Who is Virginia Woolf? If I am to give a one-line answer, I would say she was the most prolific feminist writer of 20th century who had a huge impact on feminist thought. But if you want to know more about her unique writing style, her unconventional ideas, and her overall impact on feminism, then grab a seat. Talking about her unique writing style, even in her fictional work, you can see literary critique, you can see political commentary and feminist narrative, which gave her the reputation of highbrow and somewhat esoteric writer. But she was definitely critically acclaimed. If we read her work carefully, we notice that she wanted to capture the complexities but also the simplicities of modern conscience and modern life. Her writing style was modernist and realist. In her writings, she wanted to depict women more than a mere fantasy or fascination of a man. In her novels such as Mrs. Dalloway, you can see a woman's narrative, you can see an uninterrupted stream of thought of a woman, an ongoing internal monologue which gives you a glimpse of a whole woman who has her own thoughts, ideas and motivations. And this very writing style was later known as stream of consciousness, and she was considered the pioneer of this writing style. Not only her writing style, but she herself was rather unconventional and somewhat scandalous. At that time, she was in a relationship with a woman. She wrote elaborate love letters, and she discusses this very idea in her extended essay, A Room of One's Own. She urges the writers to write about the complex relationships of women, not to only depict women as lovers or wives or girlfriends, but to show that there is more to them. In the very same essay, she also encourages women to make a career in writing, which was primarily a male-dominated field. So such ideas, unconventional and somewhat provocative, became the source of validation for feminist ideals. It resonated well with feminists who wanted a greater acceptance in social sphere and a fair economic share in all sorts of fields. And I'm focusing on this very essay because a lot of feminists who were unfamiliar with her writing started reading Virginia Woolf after being introduced to A Room of One's Own, because A Room of One's Own discussed the very limitations that women were facing during that time. Virginia Woolf's writing incorporated social commentary and her writing was political, and that was also the reason that it resonated so well with feminists. She showed the very picture of patriarchy that subdues and suppresses women and the prejudices that limit their capacity, but she was never harsh or curt about it. So it not only appealed to feminists, but it also appealed to women in general, and that was the reason that she was not only critically acclaimed but also commercially successful as well. And these are the reasons that she is still being studied in classrooms. And that's about it. That was a short introduction of Virginia Woolf. I hope you liked this video. See you next time with another video.